today's the anniversary. It was on this date, 1992, that the Dream Team beat Croatia 117-85. What do you remember about that day, that night?
I've said before, the Olympics are the greatest sporting event in the world by far. I've been to a lot of great stuff, but there's nothing like the Olympics. You've seen some of the great stories. Man, some of the stories are amazing. The girl from St. Lucia who beat Shikari, first medal ever for that country. My man who ran down the two favorites in the 400 yesterday. Or was it 400 or the 800? It might have been the 800.
400 with Quincy.
Yes, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, because they were all focused on the two guys who were supposed to win, but his kick down the stretch was incredible.
Yeah.
Man, Dan, you got to hook me up with Katie Ledecky, man. I got to meet that girl at some point. She's a flat out monster beast. I got to meet her.
Okay. So how much of a head start could she give you? If I said you're going to swim up and back, if she gave you 50-meter head start.
I need more than that.
Well, how much you're going to need?
Which race? The one that she's the best at? That would she be winning by?
No. That she would win by a day over you. I'm talking about you'd be finishing the next day. So I'm just saying one lap up and back. Would you get in the pool against Katie Ledecky and swim 50 meters? She swims 100.
Man, I'd have to take my shirt off in public. Nobody wants to see that.
You look pretty good.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not good enough to take my shirt off in public right now. I'm getting there, but I'm not taking my shirt off in public.
Okay.
Under any circumstances.
Now take me back to when you won the gold medal with the Dream Team. What do you remember about? How did you guys celebrate winning?
We celebrated with champagne, but Dan, I will tell you something. When they played the national anthem, man, I'm with Michael, Magic, Scotty, and Magic and Larry and those guys. And so not a lot excite those guys. But man, when they're playing the national anthem, Dan, it is one of the most surreal things that I've ever experienced. I mean, when they're playing that national anthem and you standing there, man, it's a really great feeling. I understand why Scotty Scheffler was all emotional because I hate to say this because Americans, we are by far and away the least patriotic people in the world. We don't even realize we live in the greatest country in the history of civilization. But those people in those countries, that like when you spend time with the other athletes from countries, that's their greatest accomplishment in life. And even though they can't win a medal, they still better than 99% of people in the world. Like when you're from one of these little countries and you get to the Olympics, you might not even, no, most of them can't medal, obviously, but you're still one of the 1% of the best of what you do in the world. But anybody who gets to the Olympics, that's one of the greatest accomplishments you can have. And I'm not even talking about the basketball because that's actually, that's selective. That's selective. But if you play another sport and get to the Olympics, that is one of the greatest accomplishments in human history.